and I'll be your host for today's podcast. I bet you guys wondered what will Lisa do in this podcast? So, here I am. We will talk a lot about study, experiences, and knowledge. Of course, with a wonderful guest. So, now I'm here with a special guest, a wonderful, incredible guest. So, without further ado, please welcome Ms. Zakia Anissa. Uh, Ms. Zakia Anissa is student from English Education Department, and now she is on her fifth semester. But before we begin, I would like to thank you for taking a time to come to my mini podcast. And I really apologize for taking your valuable time for this. Okay. So, how are you today? Are you good? Good. Going right now. Yes. So, how should I call you? Miss Zakia or Anissa? Very okay. Anissa. Anissa. Okay. So, Miss Anissa, I heard you are a transfer student from Magelang.
Yes, right.
I'm curious, is my institute like an individual or no?
No, it's like a public university. It's called Universitas Bangladesh.
University student. It's cool actually. So when you move to Yaikiri, and you go through a lot of new things like new environment and new friends, I'm actually kind of curious how you adapt with the new things like new friends and new environments.
It's actually a bit hard for me at first. I'm kind of nervous thinking about these new people, especially at my first semester. So it's kind of hard for me too. But I've met a lot of people before, so it's kind of like adapting for me. I'm still adapting right now actually. So yeah, I'm trying my best.
So, are you introvert or
Oh, my MBTI is too introvert.
so that's me?
Oh,
Introvert. So, yes, I really appreciate it because if I were you, I must be quiet a lot because I have to adapt with new things because I'm an introvert. So now let's move to another questions. You are English student, English education student. So what made you choose English education department as your major?
okay, so I choose this major because I think I have a passion for the language also for the teaching. I want to use global language and I attend to many opportunities. I want to help emerging people to help people understand or learn English effectively. Teaching is also like for me it's like a reward motivation. So it allows me to make a positive impact for our society, for our new generation maybe. So I really think that I like this role.
So you like teaching someone how to do that? Me too, because I feel like when I teach someone and that someone can do that, I feel so satisfied. Yeah, do you agree? Okay. So, do you like English since your elementary school, or didn't you even like it before?
I actually hate before. So at elementary school I didn't like English because it's kind of like a hard language. discovered learning method maybe differently, discovered the practical use, so such as watching movies and communicating with people in English. For me, it's kind of like new experience at first, and now I'm getting to like it even more since senior high school, I think. So I didn't like it much at first, but now I really love.
So, when you are high school, you found that's part of your community.
Yes.
Okay. Why? Because the teacher or what?
Actually, it is at first because I'm getting friend from Australia. At first, I was like talking with him through Google Translate, so it's a bit awkward, Google Translate language is like a robotic language. So then, because of him, I kind of like English is cool, English is fun, so I began to learn it after that. And I think in senior high school, I have like an extra class of English. So it also made me believe that this is fun. It could be fun learning English. Like,
I feel the same, but I love English since my junior high school. Because my teacher, the teacher is passionate for you get to do this and like that. So I feel like yeah, it was hard for me at first, but and then when I try to learn more, I realized like okay, this is fun. I do. Have you ever feel lazy to do not at this but uh, like at all something to do?
um, I do believe that a lot of people have experience like when it comes to like learning. But I always remind myself of my goals that I want to achieve this, I want to achieve this. So I think I always motivate myself to keep on track about my goals. Also, sometimes if I feel a bit lazy, I would say I take a break to do something fun, like my hobbies or something like that. And I believe that keeps me motivated because my hobbies are actually watching movies, so it's not far away from English. It's always come back to learn.
What's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie actually have this like a rom-com movie called like How to Lose Time in 10 Days. Have you heard about that?
No.
It's actually a rom-com movie from like 2000.
I think that's really good. So, do you know Stranger Things?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
I'm not a big fan of that horror type of movie.
It's so situations. Do you know Enola?
Yeah,
You love it?
yeah, I don't know, but I do watch it.
Okay. I also love tonight. I feel lazy and I feel so frustrated which one should I do first. So, sometimes end up doing nothing. So, do you have a tips for me?
Like you have to set a to-do list, so we know where's the time to do this one. So I always do that to-do list for editing, creating with the timeline. So I know that I have to do this first because the deadline is like closer. So I think to-do list is helpful.
But to do is important for me.
Oh,
Yeah, because I feel more confused when I miss my assignment. Yeah.
yeah, I think it's not work for everyone. take here to watch, to learn, to discover some new things. So I also practice like some like breathing methods, so it helps me feel more calm. So I think that's it. I just like telling myself that it's okay. The audience is here not to judge.
You're the winner. Yes.
Yes, you got the first place.
Yeah. And it's correct to do a presentation in front of class. Have you ever done a presentation or a class?
Yes, I think, especially in speaking class, right? I think I handle that because I think that I handle everything for our presentation of like a formal conversations. But before I do my presentation, like a day before, I always practice my presentation in front of the mirror or I record myself. So I understand like um, see if I made a mistake, so I can correct it and I will make sure that I get the perfect pronunciation of the word because formal language is a bit hard, the grammar, the vocab. So I will make sure that I practice before I could present my presentation.
So the important things when you do a presentation is prepare.
Yes.
Preparation. So guys, you have to do a preparation when you have to do a presentation. Okay, remember that. So sometimes when I do a presentation, I don't have enough vocabulary when I speak English. So do you have any tips for increasing or for adding your vocabulary?
Oh, I think for improving your vocabulary, for me, it's listen to like a formal academic podcast, like TED Talks, and TED Talks. And if you find a new word, you could like write it down and search the meaning of the word. So it always adds some new vocabulary to my vocabulary and it helps me familiarize with the proper pronunciation because when we listen to TED Talks, we also improve our listening skills. So, and also when you do a presentation before, or you do a presentation, it's best to practice, as I would say, practice the word. Like you guys can record yourself and know that it's wrong to pronounce it like this. So that helps so much.
Mine was listening to music. So you do
Uh,
like it?
yeah, music is good.
What's your favorite singer?
I think my Spotify rap this year is Taylor Swift number one.
So just Swift is your answer. I like fashion. You know fashion? Fashion.
Oh, yeah, I'm familiar with her name, but I don't think I've ever listened to her song.
And what's your favorite singer in Indonesia?
English. Hi. I don't know the song, English singer, but I think it's yeah.
Oh yeah.
You like Indian?
I like so much. India. So let's continue. Another questions. So as a fifth semester student, what do you want to say to your juniors, including me? And it's currently in my third semester now.
Okay, so I think it's for I'm going to say about some people feel afraid of speaking, like I don't think this is the perfect grammar or I can pronounce it perfectly, but for speaking, I think it's just you have to believe to yourself. Just do it and don't think too much. Don't overthink about the grammar or the pronunciation. Just do it, and I think that will make you feel more like easy to speak English because you believe to yourself. So just do it and don't overthink too much.
Okay. You know this grammar. Yes. Okay. Do you agree? Is grammar is one of the difficult subjects, or do you like grammar?
I actually hate grammar. So I think grammar and writing like my no. I hate it. I hate grammar. I hate writing. It's like how to say that? Music requires a strong understanding for understanding about grammar, about writing. It takes more time and effort to make sure that everything is correct, everything is sounds natural. But I think yeah, that's why I like speaking more than grammar and writing.
So, last question is, what techniques do you use to engage your audiences during the presentation?
Um, I think to engage with my audience, I like, always use like a relatable example so that they can connect with the material more deeply. And I also really use like a fun slides, fun templates to make sure that they are interested by material. And I also make sure that I always maintain an eye contact with the audience so that it makes my presentation more engaging. That I'm aware of them. So I think it's important to maintain an eye contact with the audience.
But for me, when I would say I'm contact with others, I feel more nervous. So, and then when I do a presentation, sometimes I feel like I'm too afraid of being judged by the audience or the teacher. What's the tips to overcome this problem? Or the
Always have a positive visualization in your brain that it also when we think about something positive, I believe that it also make us feel how do I say like a little nervous. I believe that everyone have different tips to lose their nervous. But for me, it's like I was set a positive visualization in our brain that everything's going to be well, everything will be fine. So I think just set your mind that you're going to be okay.
positive mindset.
Yes.
Important, right? Alright, guys, and that's all. Thank you for joining us in MCC or My Check Campus with me, Lisa Yulia Wulandari, and
And again, Lisa.
okay, see you in another episode. Until there, keep doing what you love, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.